guys, what's up? It's Sarah LouWho and
I'm Allie Love. How you guys doing?
we are gonna do our hair for you guys and like our signature looks. Allie rocks like a banging mohawk.
Yes, everyone always asks me, how do you do this mohawk? So my hair is already up in the little ponytail. So what I'm gonna do, simply show everyone and answer the most common question that I get. How do you pin up that mohawk? Super easy, super quick, anybody can do it. You're gonna show people how to
Refresh your waves or your curls. Or if you don't really have, like a lot of times people try to air dry their hair or diffuse their hair and they don't actually have curls or waves. I'm gonna teach you how to add in a little bit of curl, little cheat curls is what we're gonna call them.
Sounds cute, I love it. All right, so for the mohawk, here's some simple things that I use. You can always use something as close as possible, whatever you have. So don't laugh at this. This is super important to me. I've had this brush for years. So I'm a person who is always on the go, and I have to touch up my baby hairs.
Yeah.
And re-stick my mohawk up sometimes. So I have this brush, and I honestly don't even know where it's from, but it was probably from like a pharmacy store, and it opens out into a little comb. It's like all dingy and amazing. So this is my on-the-go brush.
I love it.
I love it.
Also, like if you can't find something like that, I feel like a travel toothbrush would work good too.
It's good. That's good for your baby hairs, but I can also use this to
like
brush up. Next up, big bobby pins. So whatever you can see that whatever you have works for you, but if I have huge afro hair, so I need something that's going to allow it to stay.
Big pins.
Big pins. Next up, you can see
my face is in it. It's focusing on.
There we go. So this is extra hold, and I love it. I love it. This is the inside of it.
Can I smell it? I haven't think about smelling. Ooh, it smells like a clean.
Oh, it does. I never know.
Clean.
It's almost addictive. I'm not gonna lie. I use this for everything. So not just for my mohawk, but just to slick my hairs up. I always have a few curls in the back. It refines it. This is just it's called Perfect Edges by Creme of Nature. This isn't sponsored. I just am obsessed. I go through jars of this.
Really?
Oh my gosh. Like I'm stock of this.
It does. It smells like a shower, like a good shower though. Like to me, that's what it smells like.
Smell good. Look at you. You bring it. She brings in the color. And then last but not least, the biggest I think misconception around curly hair, especially afro, is that most people don't use hairspray. When you have big afro hair and you're from Miami, there's humidity, or you're doing summers in New York, you need hairspray. I probably this weekend probably put a bottle of hairspray because I had a photo shoot on my afro hair to keep my curls, to keep it standing up, to keep the shape. So I'm gonna use some hairspray.
That's Fashion Works from Redken. It's nice. It's a medium hold. That's what they use at Fashion Week. So if it's good enough for them to keep them crazy styles, hopefully it'll work today.
Yeah, and I borrowed it from Sarah.
All right, for me, I'm gonna be using the same hairspray. So, exactly, I like to finish for the same reason. So even when I'm doing waves, it just keeps them together. So it doesn't like let them frizz out. It doesn't let my natural waves take hold, especially like my hair is naturally curly. When I say curly, I mean curly like for me, not like curly for Allie. So it's more than a wave, less than that curl. For me, like, and they're wild. Like they don't have any, like they're not like cute curls. Like they like wing out and they look all crazy. So I want my curls that I'm putting in to stay, even though I'm gonna hit the humidity, and that's why I always finish with a hairspray. But to get it to stand up and to really get that like grittiness, where I can like toss it back and forth, I'm gonna put some PuffMe Light in. This is a volumizing powder in a pump. So you probably don't need any more volume.
I always love, bigger the hair, higher the heels, bigger the hair, closer to God.
Hello, exactly, very true. All for it. So give it a little, you may have to like shake it up if there's none in the pump, but.
What is this, the Wizard of Oz?
It is like a little magical
magical
powder. But it's almost like a dry shampoo-ish, but it has a little bit more grip to it. So like when you put it in fine hair, it gives it like some more oomph to grip onto so that your hair just isn't falling flat. So those are what I'm gonna use, along with, you guys ask about this all the time. Everyone always asks me how I touch up my curls. It's like a Remington one. I think I got it maybe from like Walmart or Target a very, very long time ago. I like it because the tapered end, so I can get like a bigger curl if I wrap it around the base, or I can get a smaller curl if I wrap it around the end. And that kind of gives you more of a natural looking wave and not like a perfect curly Sue ringlet. So that's what I use to touch up my curls. Me and Allie were just saying how much we love Perrier.
No, it's so dope. It's so good. It's great.
You know, like when I went overseas the first time, they would be like sparkling or still, or bubbles or still, and I'm like, still water. Like, oh, who drinks carbonated water?
Well, it's like gas or sing gas.
Yes, gas, yes.
You're like, at first you're like, what? I don't want gas. Thanks for offering.
But then I like became hooked on it. I just feel like it's so refreshing with like the little bubbles and everything.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
I remember being in Tunisia playing tennis, and I came in, and of course,
can we like quote that at the bottom? Like, I remember being in Tunisia playing tennis.
No. But it was 106 degrees outside, maybe even more. I'm not exaggerating. It was so hot. And I walked in and all I wanted was gas, like water with gas, water with bubbles. I wanted sparkling water because I feel like it does quench your thirst. And it probably tastes even better. If it was the winter time, of course it tastes great, but
put
it's
some
really
pomegranate seeds in it, and then it's like put it in a wine glass and it's super bougie. Like
I love that I was bougie. She was like, wait a minute, let's take this to the next level.
Whole other level of bouginess. But yeah, no, like I love pouring my sparkling water in a wine glass.
I think that's also a good trick for not drinking as much.
So it makes you feel
like you're still a part of the scene, but you're not drowning in the scene. Like, you know, because sometimes you're really thirsty and you're like, this rosé is so good. And then you're 2 glasses in and people are just one, and you're like, let me get that sparkling water.
But in a wine glass.
In a wine glass.
Thanks.
Thanks.
All right, we're gonna get started and then drink some wine once we're finished. How do you wanna start in yours? Do you need more room?
No, I'm just gonna go back a little bit.
Okay,
like
I'll come forward.
Yeah, I think that's like.
There we go.
So I can just, because my hands just have to be like this high.
Okay.
Because it's like a situation. But yeah, it's great.
Situation, I like it. And I'm gonna start with my wand.
I'm gonna start by taking my hair out.
Yeah.
I have hairspray to keep my afro, especially in the summertime, an afro, because my curls will fall down. Like they will literally, as you can see, fall down. And I like my afro to stick up. Like I need a dome here. Like,
I want a dome.
You have beautiful hair.
I have like a little quarter dome.
All right, let's get into this.
All right, so for me, I like my, it'll fall short at the root, like that what you were saying. But also, you'll notice like these ends just kind of, that was like my sound effect, ends. So you don't have to curl the entire strand. Like that's what I feel like a lot of people don't understand. They want to start at the root and like curl the whole thing. I'll come in and I'll just grab that little end and just like wrap it, and that's it. And it like refreshes it. And it like takes away the frizz.
I'm about to get real up in this hair, and she's like, I just lightly, and I'm like, I'm about to scoop this stuff out and lather it on my hair. But I'm gonna get into it. I just literally get a dollop of daisy.
If you're on or live, you start with a smile.
You start with a smile and a dollop of daisy. And then just literally get the edges, smooth it all the way up. And I take my rinky-dinky amazing brush that I don't ever want to give up.
I love that brush. I don't think you should ever give it up.
And I like to slick down my baby hairs too, right here. And for this, you want to pull the hair right in the center. So like I'm holding the hair, if you can see, close to the center of my head, super tight, because you want to eliminate all the creases. It's cool if it's wavy, if that's what you're going for, but I love it to be slick, like rock and roll. I think of Rolling Stones, like when I get that cover, I'm rocking my mohawk and it's super slick. Like that's what I'm going. And then I go like this. And I know you're not supposed to do bobby pins and clench them with your teeth, but when you only have one hand, you have to do what you can. And
I do that all the time.
Yeah. And then you kind of crisscross them, and I always hold the pins in place, and then I pull the hair up.
To make it nice and tight.
To make it nice and tight,
It's like pulling a pony almost, but bobbing. Ooh, it's already so high.
Again, I love when the hair is high.
I love this look.
Thank you. And then sometimes it depends on what works for you. It depends on how far back you want to go. So I'm gonna just do a half mohawk, not all the way down. In my earlier days when I first started, I would pin the entire, like earlier today, I pinned the entire thing down, which is awesome. But now, since my curls are a little longer, if you have short curly hair, I encourage you to pin it all the way down, because it does give your face a really cool feature. Like, yeah, it does shape your face a little differently.
Makes your neck longer, all that good stuff.
All that stuff. And I also think that this is me when I'm going out to a very like like where we're wearing gowns and I always wear my curly hair. Curly hair is red carpet appropriate.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Hell yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I differentiate like the mohawk in the daytime. This is the daytime where the bottom's out, and then at nighttime it's all slicked, like I pin it all the way. So I'm giving you my daytime.
Avant-garde, all the way slicked back. I like it.
I can do this hairstyle with my eyes closed.
That's how you know you're good at it, if you can do it with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. For me, so when it comes to my bangs get crazy with like my cowlick and the wave pattern. So I actually take some of my bangs and curl them forward, which I normally never recommend. But the way that my curl pattern works, I can't go against it. So I have this like crazy little wave, this little surfer wave right here. And I have to go with it. Like I don't have a choice. So I curl it towards my hair. And that's that. And a lot of times I'll leave the ends out too if I have a naturally like pretty good curled looking piece. Leaving the end out will give you a more natural look to it instead of the end being perfectly curly-cued. If you have some curl to it. If your ends are just gonna be like stick straight and hanging out after your root and the mid shaft of your hair is curled, then it's not gonna look as cohesive, but do you, boo?
Yes. I'm literally almost done. Like, this is the hairstyle that I have to do when someone's waiting on me and I'm like, oh, I'm almost there.
No, that's when you're like, I'm on my way.
But you're really sticking your
5 minutes. All right, so see how this one like fell short? Like it's, well, it didn't fall short, but it's like sad, a sad curl. We're gonna make it a happy curl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's touch that one up.
And see, this one I'm leaving like the end out. I don't need to put that whole end in. Now it's a happy curl.
Oh, it looks good.
A happy wave. And also, like, I don't hold my hair onto the curler very long. Remember that? Remember that video?
Of the girl who, she was like, and then she, and it was gone.
She went, and like, she like double taked in the mirror and then looked at her curling iron.
That's insane.
But wait, can I tell you, every time I watch that movie, or that show, or video, I'm a bad person, because I laugh so hard. I'm in tears. Like, I try to tell people, I seem like I'm nice. But
you are. No, you laugh at things that everyone's laughing at. But we'll say this, with hair, it grows back. I mean, my hair was this long, and I always get asked, curly girls who have very much natural afro hair, and they go, and I had a perm.
Yeah. So I asked Allie like if she had ever permed her hair. Yeah. Because some people, like, their moms like don't let them from when they're a little kid, even if you ask for it. So I didn't know if you were like one of those like, you went your whole life with curly hair?
No, actually the interesting thing is like I'm mixed, so my mom is black, my dad is white. And I know this hits home with a lot of people, women, either, no matter what your race or nationality is, when you have naturally curly hair. But I grew up in school where everyone had hair like you, or most people had hair like you. And you kind of just are trained at some point in school where you want your hair to be straight. And you feel like your hair, because it's such a big afro and it's not slicked and neat, that your hair, like, you're not as pretty as the girls that have straight, that have straight hair. So I went through this whole period where I would come home and I'd be like, I used to do this motion where I was like, Mom, I want my hair like this, like, because I guess they like
with like the clips too.
I grew up in Miami, so we always wore tight ponytails.
Wait,
well, we're both from Florida.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I have my first ID is like at the center part with like the slick down.
Like slick down. And so that's the thing, is like I wanted my hair parted and I wanted it slick and I wanted my ponytail to be straight. But I had very curly hair and I fought my mom so hard to perm my hair. I permed it, and then my hair was really long and straight. I think I permed it when I was in middle school.
How long
elementary
was it?
School. Like I was young and I was like, I want straight. It was like down to here.
Straight.
And it was great. But then once I came to New York, I think I started going natural at the end of my high school year. I kind of figured out who I was, kind of owning, you know.
And like when you realize, it's always, the grass is always greener, right? I've always wanted like really curly hair because I feel like my hair's always been in the middle. Like, I'm like, can I just have straight hair where I could just like let it air dry and it would be fine? Or curly hair where I could just throw some gel in it and it would be big?
Yeah.
But for me, I've always had to work for either one. Like either straighten it or curl it. But that's just how it is.
You're right. The grass is always greener. Remember, they use the filter.
Right?
That's it. But no, it's just interesting because like once I got into end of high school, college, I came into myself and started really wearing my hair natural. And then you go through this whole kind of
I love it phase.
I love it, but is it appropriate for work? This is a big conversation that I've been talking like about for the last couple years. Is that girls with natural hair, when you go on, or even when we wear our braids, like it's been a part of our heritage for so long. Like you go to work and you feel like, oh, you're not work appropriate. You're not professional looking. You're cool for going out on weekends or at night, but your hair isn't professional
or corporate ready.
Exactly. Or when you go to an event and you're putting on a beautiful dress, like your hair somehow needs to be slicked in a bun or straight or like a long ponytail or something. And not everyone shares those feelings. I know some people that I've spoken to or who've spoken out in our community share those feelings. But I just feel like now I'm all about the curl, like curl power, and I'm so happy I'm sitting next to you and you're curling your hair, and it's just like whatever you want. If you want your hair straight, permed, curly, just decide that's what you want. Change your mind whenever you want. Yeah, color, but just be confident about it, you know, like.
That's what, like, I tell people all the time, the messages that break my heart are when someone writes me and they're like, I would love to have your hair, but I could never do it. Like, or I could never pull it off. And it's like, anyone can pull it off. You just have to believe you can pull it off. Like, it's about wearing, like, you can put Naomi Campbell in a trash bag and throw her on a runway, and it's gonna be like the hottest trash bag because it's Naomi Campbell.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be your own Naomi when it comes to everything. Your body, your skin, your makeup, your hair, your outfits, like your job, everything about your life, you have to Beyonce the hell out of it, basically.
And you want to take risks, like you want to change it up. It's really important, even when you're in a relationship, change up your look. You are with someone for a very long time, and that's great. They want to, you know, I'm sure they love, of course I'm sure you're in a relationship because you love each other deeply for who you are, but make it fun. Like, don't allow anyone to say you have to do your hair like this, you have to look a certain way. I mean, at the end of the day, rock whatever makes you feel comfortable, and if it doesn't make you feel comfortable, get real uncomfortable until that becomes a new norm. Try something new.
And especially with hair, because it's not like it's permanent. You know, it's not like it grows back. You can always change the color. You can always,
shave it off. Like I was at a brunch last week, and it's this woman that I've seen around, and like she's in our circle, and like you know, it's people you know in your network, and she comes and she has a bald head, and I'm like, oh man, rocking it. You almost have like no hair envy. You're like,
yeah,
she looks so
for
good.
real. I'm like, I always see people like that. I'm like, oh, you have such a good shaped head, and they're like, it's such a strange compliment, but it's so true though. Like,
I used to have a friend that always would meet people and say, wow, you have great bone structure.
Yeah.
But we were super young. And now I think like I could understand that compliment. But being like, I don't know, 15 and someone and like some 15-year-old coming up to some security guard like, you have really good bone structure is like funny. It's a great compliment, but also interesting.
Like, oh, okay, thanks. Like, I get it. I think like when you're young, it is different. But now, like, I would be like, oh, thank you. Like, genetics. That's a good compliment to have. That's better than like, I like your makeup, because like, that's your bone structure staying with you, which is always good. Speaking of structure, we're gonna come in with some PuffMe volumizing spray. So see how like my tops, like, me. We're gonna keep using that soundtrack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up like my first little row of curls between my part, and I'm gonna just do a couple pumps of this bad boy. And then when you like rub them together, it makes them bigger. And this isn't something that like you put in if you want to run your fingers through your hair, by the way, guys. Like that's just not gonna happen once you put some of this in. It's like putting hairspray in, but even this hairspray is more like you can brush through it. PuffMe, the original, this one's the light version, the original one's really gritty. Like, it is supposed to be gritty, like it makes your hair stick together. So, now that we have some of that, this one girl.
Living his best life.
It is, and I'm just gonna be like, you going over there, bro? Sorry. And I like to just kind of like, almost like how you do when you diffuse your hair when I hairspray, because I feel like it just kind of puts them where they're meant to go, like where the curls are already going. Spray some back here so don't spray it like straight in your face and your mouth.
Yeah. Although I'm accustomed.
And that's that. And this will last, like I can sleep on this tonight. It'll be good tomorrow for my flight back to Florida.
Oh, you're leaving?
I am.
Okay, fine.
Only for a couple days. Well, till the 10th, so.
I'm touching it. Well, I waited because the final touching was hairspray. So I wanted you to see how much hairspray she puts in. Now, I'm gonna
go like get like a little mask, like a little.
Yeah, this is her bottle, but
I have more.
So just really quickly, the finishing touches. It's anytime you do your mohawk, it's great in the house. It always is banging. You need to hairspray it so it lasts outside, because what ends up happening is as you walk, especially when you put on your heels and you're bouncing your body or you go out dancing, this starts happening.
Oh.
You see that? She ain't cute. So one trick, I don't have to do this now because it's like my hair's long enough and I put enough hairspray, but if you're not keen on putting hairspray, just take another bobby pin before you leave, even when it looks great, open up the middle and literally put it around some hair and close that middle up.
So you're like, you're basically, remember those old clips?
Banana clips.
Yes!
They don't work for me, but they're cute though.
But like, yeah.
But they're cute, they're cute. So once you do
Same theory.
Once you do that, take your hairspray. I know. Do not run your fingers through your hair after you apply this. You know, you can like brush up the sides, but you might want to go. I got you. But like I'm going very close to my scalp. I'm literally putting a ton of hairspray because I want this to stay up. I don't like when I get those little whispers and they're pointing out right here.
No whispers.
So no whispers, and that's
no secrets.
That's what that hold is for. But then you really want to get in here, especially in this, in hairspray. You want a cloud. You want like halo. Yeah. Like Beyonce halos. Here I can't sing either.
How often do you wash your hair?
So
like when is this like a last like few days kind of vibe?
No. So for me personally, I honestly wash my hair like once a week.
Yeah.
So you, surprisingly enough, you think that's a lot of hairspray. For some people's curls, it will be. For mine, the moisture, it's hot. It's really hot right now in New York. So
look at this little curl. It's like it's so cute. It's just a little one. I want a little one.
I want a little one. But it's like, it's going to really break down once you get some humidity in there and like you walk outside or you're dancing or you're sweating. Like, you know, you want to be prepared for all things. Go to work with your hair cute, but if you gotta do something after work, you want it to stay.
Yeah.
So I do put that in there. I do have that extra pin in there for lift. And just make sure it's even. Sometimes there's a little separation here, so you can always pick up the longer hairs and add a last minute pin.
I always have extra pins.
Oh my gosh, I have pins in every bag, in my wallet. Cause what if I wear my afro out and we're hanging out and we want to go somewhere and it's hot, or it's hot and I just want to put it up? I can just like, without any gel or spray, I just like put it up. But anyways.
Nice. How cute is that? Let's give them the side angle.
Okay.
And straight. And other side. Ooh, we're like very synchronized and straight. That was fun. This was awesome.
Great job.
Next time, maybe I'll let you do my hair.
Ooh.
And I'll try to torture you and do yours.
Oh, that would be so funny.
And wait, and you're gonna put lashes on me as well.
Oh, I'm definitely putting lashes on you for sure.
Well, this is Sarah LouWho signing out.
And this is Allie Love. So much love for you guys.